Manage the cause, not the result. Systems thinking and root causes. August 2015, Typhoon Sudalar hit Taiwan, so I was stuck in Beijing rearranging travel plans. I flew into a grey Taipei the next day after. Great EVA air flight. I remember excellent service and a sort of a granny sofa fabric pattern of their seats. I was leading a team into a consumer electronics manufacturer. We live on agility and innovation, the production director enthused. With any product, we have a tight lifestyle window to make sure that we make money before it's copied by cheap Chinese mainland manufacturers, and we have to drop it. They all nodded. It's like running in front of a wolf pack. The image burnt into my brain. Our physical stock control processes are broken. There's no discipline. Stock levels are never accurate. We never have enough of the right things, and we always have too much of the wrong. Again, they all nodded. It's a disaster. The cultural frankness surprised me. I understand, I said, nodding and smiling, but thinking, something doesn't sound quite right here. Surprisingly, their main processes were not well documented. Security concerns was the answer we received. So we went back to first principles. Whiteboard, structured questioning, and discovery. At the end of the second day, the teams convened for an emerging conclusions session. Here we go, I thought. I've got to call out a naked emperor again. Always culturally difficult. Your perceived stock issues are only a symptom. Your root cause problem is elsewhere, I started. System thinking and root causes. Taking a whole system view and addressing root causes, not symptoms, is critical to diagnosis and improvement, not just in business. Many suppliers link their offerings to the pains that you see and feel, the visible or presenting symptoms. It makes it easier to tick your boxes and get you to buy stuff. This can lead to wasted time, effort, and money, and can be potentially fatal. It's vital to dig deeper with a system thinking mindset, looking upstream for the real causes of the problem. You then address the root causes, not the presenting symptoms. After all, 2 tablets for a headache are not much use if the root cause is an axe in the head. I had, of course, briefed the production director beforehand. Cultural awareness is critical to business in APAC. Over 2 days of workshops, the lack of whole system thinking and coordination across the business was often encountered. As we explored, we found black holes of knowledge and disjoints between their team and the rest of the business. IT didn't talk to the business. Innovation didn't talk to sales and marketing. Sales didn't talk to manufacturing and logistics, and so on. Each worked to optimize their local success metrics in isolation. In a company that relied on velocity, innovation, and a ruthless life cycle exploitation, this was a potentially fatal organizational issue, a strategic root cause. Our team had, of course, benchmarked the stock processes, top rated. The key metrics told the story. We identified several root causes contributing to the perceived stock control problem, but it was the appalling sales and inventory forecasting accuracy that stood out. This was leading to poor decision making across the whole business. It was the major root cause of the wrong things being where the right things should be. You're trying to make feng li su, that's pineapple cake, without buying pineapples, one of my team stated. The tasty analogy seemed to hit home with the customer. A full report was presented a week later. Strategic value framework to help align the whole system aims. A list of fast, high-value tactical changes with a focus on sales and stock forecasting and communication. Tweaks to IT systems for higher business service and value. Suggestions for a more detailed end-to-end supply chain maturity and organization review. The production director took the report to the board. Their openness to change was good for the company, for them personally, and for their department. The company's gone from strength to strength since then. Its growth and profitability increasing. Its innovation is still trailblazing. It's good to see that it's still ahead of the wolves, and I still love feng li su. I spent 25 plus years honing practical and pragmatic approaches for developing and growing a success mindset in people. Contact me to discuss how. I'm here to help, and I'm always open to thoughts and opinions. Talk to you soon.